As summer has begun to roll around, many of us have been going to nearby pools, beaches, and lakes to make the most of the great weather. And although just going for a swim is always fun, messing around with a cool wave toy can bring an on-the-water experience to a whole new level. Here are the top 15 most cool wave toys. Number 15. The WOW Inflatable Aqua Treadmill. While most would agree that running on a real treadmill isn't all that fun, World of Watersports, or WOW, turned this activity on its head by making their very own Aqua Treadmill. Now, although it's pretty difficult to stay upright while inside one of them, users of the toy can crawl to make the treadmill spin, allowing it to move in whatever direction they choose. Additionally, its design allows for multiple people to use it at once, and with a top spin speed of 10 miles per hour, it really is pretty quick. As a result, we're sure you'd have a lot of fun letting the ocean's waves toss you around in this incredible inflatable. Number 14. The Aqua Skipper Watercraft. Although a few different variations exist, the Aqua Skipper is essentially a pogo stick, workout machine, and watercraft all in one. Typically made from aluminum, plastic, and fiberglass, it works by using the energy generated by a rider jumping up and down in order to propel it forward. And although it often takes quite a bit of practice to get it right, it typically goes at speeds of anywhere from 8 to 27 kilometers per hour. And due to the constant jumping, the Aqua Skipper can also provide you with a great on-the-water workout. However, considering that models typically start at about $1,000, they aren't exactly the cheapest water toy on the market. Number 13. The Fly Ride. While flying motorcycles may still be a thing of the future, the Zapata Fly Ride is probably the closest thing we have to one today. Attached to an underwater PWC connector kit with a 20-meter hose, the Fly Ride essentially funnels the water through the hose to allow the rider to go at speeds of up to 35 kilometers an hour, reportedly only taking about 15 minutes to learn how to use, and even coming with a parent-held remote control to allow children as young as 6 to use one. The Fly Ride is not just exhilarating to ride, but is extremely safe. However, at a price of about $11,500, the Fly Ride will set your bank balance back significantly more than a regular motorcycle. Number 12. The Inflatable Iceberg. Although we probably wouldn't want to climb up a real iceberg for obvious reasons, these inflatable icebergs are a ton of fun. Typically measuring about 4 to 5 meters tall, these incredible inflatables typically have several handles on them so that climbers can reach the top and then jump off into the water below. Best of all, they can be anchored practically anywhere, and as a result, some have even placed them in wavy water to make climbing the iceberg a real challenge. However, considering that they cost about $10,000 a pop, you're going to have deep pockets if you'd like to own your own. Number 11. Zorb Balls. Coming in all shapes and sizes and being made by countless different companies, the Zorb Ball is essentially a giant see-through plastic bubble that you can go inside of. Acting in a similar fashion to a hamster wheel, the rider can run, crawl, push, or kick the inside of the Zorb Ball in order to move it around. Now, while Zorb Balls are pretty mundane if used in calm water, they can get pretty crazy if you throw yourself into a wavy beachfront, as the waves can bounce around the ball and give the riders a truly thrilling experience. Best of all, with the price of a Zorb Ball often being as low as $100, you can likely get your own for a relatively reasonable price. Number 10. The Flow Rider. Made famous due to their continued installation on cruise ships and in water parks, the Flow Rider is a machine that brings the excitement of surfing out of the ocean. The Flow Rider works by cycling water at a speed of 35 to 40 miles per hour at a rate of around 100,000 gallons per minute, allowing it to create artificial waves that mimic the tides of a real beachfront. A perfect machine for those who are trying to learn how to surf. They even come in 7 different sizes, with each having a number of safety features including a foam exterior, blow-up dividers, and an advanced recovery system at the bottom of the ride to ensure that no one gets hurt while using it. However, considering that they come at a base price of $450,000 and can sometimes cost over $5 million, the chances of you installing one in your backyard are pretty slim. Number 9. The Subwing. We're sure you've all wished that you had the ability to fly. And while that wish unfortunately is not all that realistic, the Subwing is probably the closest thing you can get to that feeling. You see, the subwing is a device that essentially gives you a pair of underwater wings. Now, the first toy must be attached to a motorboat. Once said boat is going at a speed of between 4 to 8 kilometers per hour, the user of the subwing can then tilt its wings to soar through the water in any direction they choose. And they can even perform flips or fly backwards by moving the wings in opposite directions. Additionally, with it being possible to attach multiple subwings to one boat or to even have 2 experienced riders use one at once, this toy has the potential to lead to some ultimate family fun. Best of all, with several designs available and a whole set of tricks that are possible to perform while using it, we're confident in saying that this is truly a toy that never gets old. We are constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on and hit the like button. Number 8. The WoKart. Designed by Swiss company CMI and made by a team of engineers from Switzerland, Germany, the USA, England, Russia, and Thailand, the WoKart is a toy that truly has a ton of tech behind it. Now, the WoKart is essentially a large, motorized wave-riding vehicle that is somewhat similar to a Sea-Doo. However, the WoKart is unique because it's almost like a mini water car and is completely stable and extremely hard to flip due to its expertly engineered curvilinear monocoque structure and low center of gravity. This means that can also perform sharp 90-degree turns with ease, and considering that can go at speeds of up to 75 kilometers an hour, this is pretty impressive. Best of all, the WoKart comes with a custom-made carbon fiber dashboard and a custom-made sports seat that's designed to comfortably accommodate the size of your life jacket, allowing the WoKart experience to be customized specifically to you. Yet, if you'd like to own your own, you better be willing to fork up some serious cash. Coming in at a base price of $9,800, these certainly aren't all that affordable for the average toy buyer. Number 7. The Seabob. Given that it is powered by an eco-friendly rechargeable battery, we can confidently say that the Seabob is definitely one of the greener underwater scooters on the market. Now, it works by using its battery-powered engine to suck in water and then release said water through the jet to propel it forward. This allows its most high-tech model to go at speeds of about 22 kilometers per hour while on top of the water and 20 kilometers per hour while under the water, with the engine potentially lasting for as long as 2.5 hours, so long as it's not the strongest setting for long periods of time. Yet what makes the Seabob really cool is that it's controlled completely by your body movements, and will only rise to the surface if you're not pressing the jets or if it's out of battery. However, all of this hardware comes in at a hefty weight, because we think you'd agree that at 54 kilograms, the Seabob certainly isn't light. Unfortunately, the heftiness doesn't stop there, as the Seabob also has a hefty price. That's because at a base price of $8,750 and a potential price of upwards of $16,600, this spectacular scooter costs a pretty penny. Number 6. The Schiller. While biking on the road or on a mountain trail is fun, Schiller takes this experience to a whole new level by having their bikes move across water. The Schiller works by attaching the pedals and gears of a bike to a manually rotating motor and then mounting it onto a floating platform. This setup allows it to not only glide over the water with ease, but to reach speeds of about 17 kilometers per hour. Best of all, the Schiller bike is made to last due to its stainless steel components and can support as much as 300 pounds of weight, despite taking a mere 10 minutes to set up. Yet if you'd like your own, prepare to pay up, because at $5,500 per bike, they certainly are quite a bit more expensive than their on-land counterparts. Number 5. The Jetovator. If you'd prefer to soar over the ocean's waves rather than through them, then the Jetovator is definitely the toy for you. That's because by using a large hose to hoist itself into the air, the Jetovator allows you to ride with it as if it were a JetPack. Now, the toy works by redirecting water from the jet unit of a boat engine into a 20-meter connecting hose in order to shoot itself into the air. Once elevated, the rider can then redirect the water thrust of the 2 front nozzles in order to maneuver the Jetovator in the desired direction. Going to a maximum height of 12 meters and traveling at a maximum speed of 40 kilometers per hour, the Jetovator is quite the experience, and the company even suggests attempting various tricks with the toy once you gain some experience. However, the one flaw with the Jetovator is that, much like with a water ski or a wakeboard, it requires 2 operators in order to use it, as one person must drive the boat and the other must control the engine's throttle. Yet regardless of this, the Jetovator has begun to enjoy widespread popularity at tourist hotspots, as local operators can easily rent out time on this thrilling toy and make a decent return. Yet if the Jetovator itself isn't scary enough, the price is enough to make you run in the other direction. Coming in at a costly $4,975 for just one, the toy is definitely on the expensive side. However, if you want to have a waterfront experience that's truly like no other, then a ride on the Jetovator is certainly the way to go. Number 4. The Dock. In May of 2017, surf company Volcom decided to make a one-of-a-kind wave toy out of a repurposed boat dock. The team first touched base in Bali, Indonesia, and used individual pieces of plastic to assemble them into a 100-foot, half-ton toy that they nicknamed the Dock. Once assembled, it then used a long rope to attach it to a speedboat and took the dock to a surfing spot near Benoa Harbor and filmed for a total of 3 days. Luckily, although jumping off the dock and navigating it with multiple people atop it turned out to be quite dangerous, all of the surfers involved agreed that it was a lot of fun. In fact, as put by surfer Noah Dean soon after dismounting the toy, "I've got the same feeling you get when you're getting barreled. So much that you kinda go brain dead because you've been having so many crazy and fun times. Gnarly, dude." As a result, the dock was brought back again for a part 2 in May of 2019, this time relocating to Mexico. The Volcom team upped the dock from a half-a-ton toy to a 2-ton monstrosity, using 160 plastic cubes to create the revamped floating platform. Nicknamed the Dock 2.0 and sponsored by Monster Energy, the surfers had just as great an experience as they did the first time around, using the dock to pull off a number of cool surfing tricks that would have been unheard of without the toy. As a result, we wouldn't be surprised if the dock got a part 3 sometime soon. Number 3. The JetLev Flyer. Although we think you'd agree that jetpacks are pretty cool, this jetpack takes things up a notch by being designed to be used over water. Known as the JetLev Flyer, these jetpacks are essentially 3 products in one. First is essentially a mini boat that's attached to the jetpack and used to go out into open water. Made from fiberglass and powered by a 110 horsepower 4-stroke marine engine, these mini boats can reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour, ensuring that your flying experience is nothing short of exhilarating. However, in order to allow you to fly at all, the boats are attached to a 10-meter-long hose, with this hose then being hooked up to the second major item, the jetpack. This jetpack funnels water from the ocean, sea, or lake it's being used in to elevate itself, allowing the rider to soar over the waves below. Yet, to ensure maximum safety, the JetLev Flyer comes with a third and final product, an instruction course. Lasting anywhere from 2 to 3 days, the instructional course teaches everything from the basics of using the JetLev to how to do some incredible tricks. Unfortunately, though, all of this fun comes at a price. That's because the base model that we just described, which is known as the JF120 Shark, comes in at an insanely steep price of $30,000. Yet if you'd like your JetLev Flyer to come with a more powerful engine and some additional accessories such as a remote control and transportation box, you can expect the bill to ring up to an astonishingly high $110,000. Yet if you're looking for a toy that can be considered a true luxury, then the JetLev Flyer is among the best gadgets you could ask for. Number 2. The Seabreacher. Although regular swimming is fun, we certainly think that being able to go at the speeds of a dolphin, swordfish, barracuda, or dolphin would elevate the experience by just a tad. And while many of the toys on this list don't involve going under the water very much, the Seabreacher encourages you to do just that by putting you in the body of a mechanical sea creature. Coming in 3 different variations, these Seabreachers travel by either gliding atop the water, diving underneath it, or soaring above it. To be precise, they are able to dive as deep as 5 meters for up to 30 seconds at a time, and they can travel at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour while underwater, and up to an impressive 100 kilometers per hour while above it. To top it off, they can also be ridden with the tops either sealed shut or opened up, allowing you to make your Seabreacher experience truly customized. Yet, the customization of these amazing water toys doesn't stop there. That's because outside of its motor and basic design, nearly everything about the Seabreacher can be changed to fit your preferences. Across all models, customers can choose to paint their craft in whichever way they like, and they can make the interior dashboards visually appear as simple or as complicated as they desire. Interestingly, if they choose to buy a more expensive model, they can also choose to add several cool extras, including an additional seat, a VHF radio, a snorkeling extension, a GoPro-style camera, and even a marine-grade stereo system. However, if you'd like your own spectacular Seabreacher, then you'll have to cough up a check anywhere in the $80,000 to $100,000 range. As a result, it goes without saying that these wave toys are far from cheap. Number 1. The Jetsurf. We've all seen regular surfboards catching gnarly waves, but with the motorized Jetsurf, you can now make your own waves anywhere. The basic premise of the board is that it has a motor on its back and a control lever on its front, allowing you to use it much like you would a surfboard, paddleboard, or motorboat, no matter the water conditions. Now, the most basic board that Jetsurf offers is the Sport Board, sporting a 2-stroke 90cc engine that can last for about an hour. It has comfortable foot straps and can even be outfitted with a surrounding tube to give you a more comfortable ride. If you're the type that likes to go on longer adventures, then you should go for the Adventure Board. That's because this Jetsurf is equipped with a raft, allowing it to hold either a duffel bag or extra fuel tank, so that the board can run for as much as 3 hours. However, if you'd rather get the most intense experience possible out of your Jetsurf, then you'd likely want to purchase the Race Board. Designed to be able to turn quickly and being fitted with an extra strong 2-stroke 100cc engine, its top speed of 55 kilometers per hour certainly makes it quicker than the rest. And as a nice surprise, if you'd rather not have a gas-guzzling tank, then you can even purchase an electric version of the board. And although this means that the battery can only run for about 35 minutes rather than 3 hours, its top speed of 50 kilometers per hour means that you won't be missing out on anything speed-wise. Unfortunately though, like most of the wave toys on this list, the Jetsurf isn't exactly cheap. And considering that it comes in at a whopping $9,500 just for the base model, you'll have to put down a sizable sum in order to get your hands on this amazing board. That's all we have for you today, everyone, and thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments down below which wave toy you would like to go out and buy. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification button so that you never miss out on any of our latest content.